Hello, my name is Hiraj from Yamaha. I am here at Guitar Center to present to you the brand new Yamaha Reface Series instrument we just came out with. There are 4 in line. There's a Reface DX, Reface YC, Reface CS, and the Reface CP. Before I dive into each of the products specifically, I'd like to tell you the common features between all of them. Number 1, they all run on batteries. They all have built-in speakers. They all feature our HQ keyboard, which is a very high quality keyboard that you can actually play on, very crisp and very responsive. They all can connect to a computer via USB or traditional MIDI. They all have professional quarter-inch outputs. They all have headphone outputs, and they all have auxiliary outputs. And in addition, they all feature real-time control over the sound. So you can create your sound anywhere, whether you're in a studio or you're on the go. So let's kind of get into each one specific and kind of play some demos for you to hear it, and more important, to see how easy it is to actually create your own sounds. Reface CP represent electric pianos. There are 5 of them. In addition, there is a toy piano. So let me take you through them. Rode 1. Rhodes 2. Whirly, clavinet, toy piano, and a CP piano. To shape and affect these pianos, there are real-time controls and effects that you can apply to these. So for example, I choose Rode 2. I can turn on the tremolo. I can turn on the phaser. And I can add some more reverb to that. Turn those back off. Choose, for example, SCP. Turn on the digital delay. And final example, if I choose the clavinet and turn on the wah-wah, I have a great and amazing real-time control over these sounds using the real-time knobs that you see on front of the front panel. So this is the Reface CP. This is the Reface YC. It represents organs. There are 6 to choose from. And again, it has drawbars, real-time control, 128 notes polyphony. So let's hear it. Bring the drawbars in. Turn on distortion. Turn on the rotary speaker. Faster. With these high-quality mini keys, you can actually perform amazing organ lines. This is great for a piano player that needs a separate keyboard for an organ. It's easy to carry, it's easy to put on your electric piano. Again, there are 6 organs to choose from. There's an octave. You can shift the octave in real time. In addition, there is the switch here to switch your rotary from fast to slow to stop and even off. There's a percussion section. There's a reverb section, distortion section, and vibrato and chorus section to choose from. And all these could be controlled in real time as you play or when you're performing. Here we have the Yamaha Reface CS, which is a physical analog modeling instrument. There are 6 oscillators to choose from. In addition to those 6 oscillators, there are real-time sliders that you can shape the sound with. So let's kind of experiment to create a sound from almost nothing. So here basically I have a square wave. And with moving few sliders, you can actually hear quite different in the sound. And it's all about sound shaping and using the real-time controls. So let's move the texture up. And then the mod. Maybe turn on the delay. And I'm using the resonance filter right now. And finally, I get to the LFO section where I can adjust the sound even further. In addition, I can turn the voice to be monophonic, and the slider here adjusts the portamento time in that transition. This is the Reface CS. This is my personal favorite instrument out of all the Reface series because it reminds me of the traditional days of the DX7. Something unique about the Reface DX, it is the only instrument that actually contains presets. None of the other Refaces have presets. As you saw in my demos, it's all real-time control, it's all hands-on to shape and create the sound. DX, however, features presets that you can choose from. So here's one, it's the bass. A motion pad. Huge sound, but I'm going to show you something very unique about this instrument. It's basically the real-time control using multi-touch on this section right here. So check this out. Whatever I'm doing actually on the front panel, it also sends CCs to your DAW. So whatever motions, the adjustments that you do to the feedback or the frequencies, those actually could be sent as CCs to your DAW to be recorded as MIDI data for playback. A couple of other examples of voices, the legendary electric piano of the DX7. And using the octave shifter, I can go an octave. And one more example, here's a synth lead. And with the real-time controls, I can even further shape that voice. Couple of other examples, another bass. This is the Reface DX. Even though the DX is the only instrument that has presets, using Reface Capture iOS free app allows you to store and recall presets for all of these instruments. In addition, SoundMondo using Web MIDI allows you to connect these instruments to computer, Mac or PC, and then further download and recall presets that other users have created. So this way you have an entire collection of presets that you can download into these instruments anytime you want to. To experience these instruments yourself, please visit your nearest Guitar Center store or go on guitarcenter.com.